もうむしろ気の緩んだ姿見せてくれるのが嬉しいっつうか、その距離感が。
You know, one thing about romance animes that I like is that the background characters have no face. Anyways, this adult romance anime was an anime I was waiting for all episodes to come out, then make a video on it, but this anime is too good, so I decided I'll make one video now and another one later. This is now my favorite adult romance anime. I know I made a video on why 365 Days to the Wedding is the best adult romance anime, but it's getting demoted to number 2. It's great, but this is way better, and the name of this anime is Can You Keep a Secret? Basically, this anime is about two co-workers that are in a relationship with each other, and they have to keep their relationship a secret, not because it's not allowed at work, it's because they don't want people to gossip about them, you know? So they came up with a plan where they argue with each other at work and pretend that they hate each other so people won't suspect that they are in a relationship. That didn't last long because one of the co-workers caught them, but he decided to keep their secret.
Boy, you caught, boy. Hey, boy, you caught, boy. Hey, I ain't gonna tell nobody, though. Hey, I ain't gonna tell nobody.
That's basically it. Now you may ask why I consider this the best adult romance anime. Let me tell you why. Number 1, they are already in a relationship. In most romance animes, the characters get together in the final episode. This is one of the reasons why I say it's ahead of 365 Days to the Wedding. Number 2, if you haven't watched this anime, I think you'll like it because of this point, unless you're single. Number 2, their relationship. This has to be one of the most realistic relationships when it comes to adults. Let me tell you why. In the latest episode, Yui and Masugu was arguing over where to go for their vacation. Eventually, he gives up and he tells her that he's willing to go wherever she wants, and she got mad at him. Now I want you to keep this in mind because it goes into something I want to talk about later. Another thing about their relationship I like is how they support each other and how they show love for one another. Let me give you 2 examples. Number 1, in episode 3, after work, Masuga was passing near a bakery and he remembered Yui telling him things that she likes. He saw some donuts and he thought maybe she would like them and he bought them for her. Now you may say that's a small gesture, but I really thought that was a nice scene. Another scene I really liked was when Yui product didn't sell as well as she wanted it to, Masuga was there to comfort her. She was frustrated and venting to him and he listened to her. After letting it all out, he told her it's normal to feel frustrated after giving it your all and not getting what you expected in return. This is another scene I really like because it showed how close they are. It shows that she's open to telling him about her problems at work, and it shows how supportive he is of her. The next thing I want to talk about is when Yui was at work and she heard her co-workers talking about Masuga, which is her boyfriend. They were saying how great he was and how helpful he was at work. And that made Yui jealous because in her opinion the girls that were talking about him were cute.
Stop the cap!
And that made her feel like she was falling behind as his girlfriend. So to combat that issue, she decided to seduce him. Well, it worked, but not in the way she expected it to.
I've come for your pickle.
この距離感が。
You see, the thing is, when she went over to Masuga's house, he could tell that something was wrong because of the way she was acting. He told her he couldn't make a move on her because she looked stressed out, and he told her that if anything was bothering her, they could talk about it. So she explained the situation at work and he told her that the co-workers were only talking about work, it's nothing more than that. And he also told her that he only has eyes for her so she don't have to worry about these kinds of things. And they started to clap after they resolved their problems. Anyways, remember earlier on when I said they were arguing over where they wanted to go for vacation and he gave up and she got angry? Well, she thought that he didn't care about the trip anymore, but that wasn't the case. All he wanted was to spend some time with her in a hot spring. Yeah, that was basically it. They resolved the issue after that. That's another thing about their relationship I really liked, is that whenever they have a problem, they talk about it with each other and they resolve it. Now I want to talk about a few more things before I wrap up the video. This anime should not be PG-13. Because out of 5 episodes, they were clapping in 3 of them. And there's 7 more episodes to go. Now I can't show you the scenes obviously, but this should not be PG-13. Another thing I want to talk about is there are 2 side characters and I think they will end up together. And if they do, that relationship will look really interesting. The final thing I want to say is I feel like most adults will enjoy this anime. The characters are amazing, they have a great relationships and they do adult stuff. This is the best adult romance anime out at the moment, and I think it will hold this title for a very long time. And the best part is there are 7 more episodes to go. So if you're an adult and you're looking for an adult romance anime, you should definitely check this out. I think you'll like it. And if you haven't already, you should watch 365 Days to the Wedding until a new episode comes out, because I think you'll enjoy both animes. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about.
That song was for you.
Oh yeah, you think so?
Not very sportsmanlike.